Intro and Amp. Hook. This week marks an incredible milestone in your pregnancy. Your baby is about the size of an avocado, and for the very first time, they can likely start to hear your voice. It's an amazing connection to your little one, and it's just one of the many things happening right now. We're going to break down everything that's going on with your baby at 16 weeks pregnant, and all the changes you might be noticing in your own body, from the good, the glowing, to the slightly uncomfortable. Section 1. Baby's development. So, let's talk about your baby. This week is all about major growth and getting more and more coordinated. They weigh just over 5 ounces and measure around 7 inches long, roughly the size of an avocado. One of the most remarkable developments is that their head is more upright now, and their eyes and ears have moved into their final positions. This means they look much more like the baby you are picturing in your mind. Their tiny facial muscles are even being practiced, allowing for random expressions like squinting and frowning. The nervous system connects, letting them move their arms and legs with more purpose. They can make a fist, punch around a bit, and might even be grabbing onto their umbilical cord. And here's the milestone that gives me goosebumps. Their ears are developed enough to hear you. Your voice, your heartbeat, the sounds of your world, they're all part of their world now. So, this is the perfect week to start talking, reading, and singing to your little one. Even though their eyes are still closed, they can sense bright light and might even turn away from it. Internally, their body is a hub of activity. The circulatory system is fully up and running, and their tiny heart is pumping an incredible 25 quarts of blood every single day. Their liver and pancreas are starting to produce secretions, and their little limbs are now sporting newly formed toenails. They might even be practicing reflexes like sucking their thumb. Section 2. Your changing body and symptoms. Now, let's shift to what's going on with you. As much as is happening with your baby, a lot is going on in your body, too. The second trimester is often called the honeymoon phase of pregnancy, and for good reason. You might be feeling a welcome surge of energy as the fatigue of the first trimester hopefully starts to fade. You may also be noticing the famous pregnancy glow. This isn't a myth. It's caused by increased blood flow, making your skin look radiant. On the other hand, those same hormones can also ramp up oil production, so you might experience some breakouts. Your hair might feel thicker and fuller, which is a definite perk for many. Let's get real about some of the less glamorous symptoms. As your uterus expands, you might start to feel sharp, jabbing pains in your lower abdomen, especially when you move quickly. This is called round ligament pain, and while it can be startling, it's a very common sign that your body is making room for your growing baby. You might also still be dealing with things like headaches, bloating, constipation, or even occasional nosebleeds. Your belly is likely becoming more defined and starting to look more like a proper baby bump. But please remember, every single body is different. Your bump size depends on your own shape and size, so try not to get caught up comparing yours to others. And for the moment you've been waiting for, you might start to feel the very first flutters of your baby moving. This is called quickening, and it can feel like bubbles, a muscle twitch, or a gentle swish. If this is your first pregnancy, you might not feel it until 20 weeks or even later, so please don't worry if you haven't felt anything yet. If you've been pregnant before, you might recognize the sensation as early as this week. CTA, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Have you felt those first little flutters yet, or are you still eagerly waiting? Let me know in the comments below what has been the most surprising part of your pregnancy so far. Section 3. Your week 16 to-dos. With all of these changes, you might have a prenatal appointment coming up. Around 16 weeks is a common time for a check-in with your midwife or doctor. They will check your blood pressure, Test your urine for protein, and listen to that beautiful, fast heartbeat with a Doppler. This is your time, so come prepared with any questions you have. No question is too small or silly. And since your baby can now hear you, make a point to talk to them every day. It's a wonderful way to start bonding. Conclusion and AMP. Final CTA, from hearing your voice to making their first tiny fists, week 16 is full of incredible, unseen progress. It is such a special and exciting time. If you found this update helpful and you want to follow along week by week, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our 17-week update. And please, give this video a like if you are on this journey too. We'll see you next week.